It was good. I think there's certainly tons of things I can clean up and be better at, but, overall it was good.
What'd you make of the line overall? A lot of new faces.
Yeah, first off, I'm really proud of just how we competed and how we responded throughout the night. Obviously getting the win as a team is, what matters most. Given that, kind of like I said personally, same goes for our unit. There's plenty of things that we can get better at, perform better at, both in the run game and in the pass game. And, that's obviously the battle of the season. We've got to keep getting better and learning and taking those steps.
Guys like Elijah and Alani, what did they do to put themselves in positions to succeed? How hard is it to compete at that high level so early in the career?
Yeah, it's obviously very hard. They're both very physically gifted, but to a certain extent, it's such a mental challenge. Obviously, both in terms of everything we have to do and understanding everything they've got to do on top of a big environment with a lot going on and a lot of distractions. So, like I said, I'm proud of how they competed, but we've got to learn from things and get better as a unit.
What'd you make of the defense?
Yeah, it was great to see those guys play. It was great to see those guys fly around. Again, so proud of them, so proud of how they competed, how they responded, how we played complementary football when it mattered, and ultimately that we got the win.
Jonah, it was really loud in there. How difficult did that make your job calling out protections? It's the first time you're doing it.
Yeah, certainly it was loud. They had a good, real good environment there at the stadium. Real good showing from both fan bases. It makes things a little bit more complicated, but at the end of the day, we've all got to really hone in on communication and being locked in, and both communicating as a line and with the quarterback.
Is there a point where you felt like you guys settled in with that communication, just given the noise?
Yeah, I think it was a little back and forth, kind of just throughout the momentum of a game naturally. Crowd's a little lower, crowd's a little higher, whatever it is. Kind of was just like back and forth throughout the whole night, but, I thought we did a good job of responding.
Woody obviously popped a couple big runs there, but, a little bit up and down for kind of the ground game as a whole. Where do you guys feel like, what do you feel like you're able to do in run blocking situations, or what do you want to see improve from that?
Yeah, like you said, I think we saw those glimpses. We saw those glimpses of when, we're blocking everything right and things are getting done for our backs. They're real good players. We gotta be able to do that for them. And when we weren't, it was usually coming down to little things. Whether it's steps, whether it's hands, whether it's communication, pre-snap or post-snap, whatever it is, it was usually those little things that they just outcompeted us on that little detail, and it wasn't as good of a result. So again, it just comes down to really cleaning those things up and learning from it and building and growing as a unit.
Miller got the ball out really quickly. How much was that kind of a part of the plan, and how much did that maybe just help the offensive line kind of get into a rhythm, knowing that the ball was going to come out fast?
Yeah, obviously our plan and our goal up front is always to block as well as we can for as long as we can, and just let Miller do his thing. He's extremely cool, calm, confident, and poised, and he's fearless back there. So we just got to do our job as best as we can for him, and he'll do his.
Is there a difference to blocking for him when he's getting the ball out that quick as it is to a guy like Caleb, just extend the play just a little bit more?
I think there's certainly, different players with a bit of different play styles. But kind of like I said, at the end of the day, our scheme's pretty similar. Our goal and our job up front is pretty similar at the end of the day. So there's certainly some differences, but at the end of the day, our jobs really are the same.
Jonah, what was the aftermath of that game like? A lot of celebrations on the field, the locker room. We saw a lot of fun videos. How fun was that? What was that like?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was great just to get a good team win like that. First one, just really showing all the hard work throughout those 9 months that paid off, coming together as a team, offense, defense, special teams. It wasn't perfect, but we got the job done, and I think the celebration was just that. It was just us feeling like a family, feeling good that, we knew we prepared hard for it, and it paid off.
What's been the talk kind of now, having to come down from that, turn around quickly, and get ready for Saturday?
No doubt. Yeah, we've got a short week, so we've got to prepare, extra well. We've got to recover, extra. We've really got to be on top of these things. So, we just got to keep building. We got to keep stacking days, prepare as well as we can, and take every single rep like it's a game, building up this week.
Sorry, you saw Alani start, week one last year, and kind of go through some personal stuff, and now he's back, starting alongside you. Just what have you seen about kind of his improvement and just getting back to the place that he was to start last year?
I've seen a lot of maturity with him. Obviously, he's gotten better mentally, he's gotten better technique-wise, all things like that, but, he's such a physically gifted and talented guy. It's really the maturity that's been a difference for him, and I mean, if he keeps taking steps, the sky's the limit for him. So, he's got to take steps. We've got to take steps as a unit, and I've got to do my best job as a leader, both for the unit and for him, to get all of us coming together.
What was the kind of conversation feeling on the sideline early fourth quarter? You guys are down, just needing to kind of find something. In that one.
Just keep going, keep attacking, one play at a time. Cheering on the defense when they're out there, and when we're out there, we got to go execute. We had opportunities that we missed, and we just got to make those plays. We got to execute better in certain situations, and I think that's just what our mindset was. Our mindset was keep going, respond, come together, support each other. We're gonna figure this out.